What's up, guys? So, my name's Corey, and today is day 5. I'm on a mission to go from 200 pounds to 170 pounds. And a lot of people are going to look and say, well, why would anyone care about someone going from 200 pounds to 170? I understand that it's more impressive to go from a larger number to a smaller number, but the hardest weight to lose, in my opinion, is the last 30 pounds, because that's where you're going to start to have to really control your diet. That's how you're going to have to know what macronutrients you're putting in and be a little more careful. And your body's a lot more stubborn. Your body's a lot more stubborn, and it doesn't actually want to let go of the remaining pounds. So that's why I want to show you guys how I make my body remove the last remaining pounds. So, on our previous videos, I explained my brick theory on how to track your progress through time by building small habits over and over. The question is, did I do what I said that I was going to do yesterday? Yes, I did. So therefore, I get to color in a brick. There are 2 stipulations to me being able to fill in a brick. Either I consciously thought about what I ate and looked at if it moved me closer towards my goal, or did I fast? Those are the only 2 stipulations on this one, because I don't believe making it way more complicated is really that important at this point in time. So this morning, I got on the scale, and it was 193.4. So it does seem like, oh man, that should be more. I should be losing 2 pounds a day, blah, blah, blah. Well, the reality is it's not a linear process. So there's certain times that I do fasting that I lose 2 pounds a day like clockwork. There's certain times that I hold water for a couple days and then I lose. So there's really no point in getting all worked up about a number on the scale that can change because of a ton of different variables. That's why I like to use this method. Did I do what I said I'm going to do? Was I conscious about what I ate? Then why should I worry about it? Then obviously the scale's going to go down eventually. There's obviously a reason that I'm holding water or something along those lines. I'm not going to worry about it. So it takes all the stress off of fasting when I don't need to worry about arbitrary numbers on a scale. If you guys could adopt a similar habit, that would make your process go a lot smoother. So I've explained to you that I'm using fasting as my main source of caloric restriction. Something that's very important that you need to know before getting on a journey like this. Okay, I have a lot of experience doing this, and I see this time and time again that no one explains this aspect of things. Okay, when you go into a fasting journey, you need to have the mindset and you need to understand that the amount of time that you spend fasting, you need to spend half that amount of time, up to 3 weeks, really controlling your diet when you refeed. Because if you go, let's say, 6 weeks where you fasted all the way through, your body is like a sponge. It's going to want to soak up as much nutrients and as much stuff as possible. You put it in the perfect conditions to absorb things. So it's super, super important for you to understand that the period of time after, probably up to about 3 weeks, usually I'm not going to tell someone that fasted using this method for like 6 months to watch themselves for 3 months. Okay, but if you were to watch yourself for about 3 weeks after, so for me, for example, I'm going to do about 6 weeks of periodic fasting. Then I'm going to need to watch what I eat for at least 3 weeks to make sure that I can fight the cravings and not... Basically, what's ending up happening is that your body is actually reducing its set point weight Okay? Your body does not want to do this. It does not want to reduce its set point weight. Just because you forced your body to come down in weight doesn't mean it wants to stay there. So you need to keep really good control of your diet so that your body is like, okay, this is my new homeostasis. This is my new spot where I feel comfortable now. So I'm going to stop trying to absorb things. If you had enough discipline to go 6 weeks on a fast or 6 weeks in heavy caloric restriction like that, you can handle 3 weeks coming out of it, staying at maintenance, making sure you don't overeat. And that's the biggest thing. You need to make sure that you don't overeat and you don't consume the wrong foods because you're in a prime state to absorb things. Thank you so much for joining me on this. I'm glad you're following me through this journey. Please share this with a friend that might need it. I'm trying to teach life skills along the way as I go. And comment, share, like, and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, your body is designed. It's designed to store fat. Okay? When you put yourself in a net positive, you're going to gain weight. So it's super important that if you're choosing to do fasting, that you have a strict handle coming out of the fast for an extended period of time so that you don't gain all the weight that you just put all that work into back. I'm trying to be realistic with you here because most people aren't going to tell you this. They're just going to say, oh, well, you'll figure it out. Well, most people don't figure it out. That's why I'm telling you. I coach a lot of different people and I help a lot of people with fasting, and almost every person has struggled with this at some point. Even myself. I've had lots of times that I dieted down and then I gained lots of weight after the fast. It's because I didn't understand the way that my body was perceiving the fast. It wasn't perceiving that I was losing weight. It was perceiving that I was going to die. So I'm emptying my storage tank, and now it's like, okay, I'm going to turn all your hormones on that are going to make you binge so that you gain it all back. Well, if you hold out for long enough, like I said, about 3 weeks, you will not have that same response. Your body will go, okay, I'm surviving, I'm good. Sorry I had a little bit of a panic attack. That's basically all your body's doing is it's like, what's going on? So it just tries to make you pound back as much as you can. And usually it's the type of food that would make you gain weight. That's why it knows to make you eat either really high fat with carbohydrates or just a lot of sugar in general. All right. Thank you very much.